from our insider Shams, who, just as luck would have it, is sitting next to me. Shams, what do we have?
Greeny, this just in, multiple sources are telling me right now that Austin Reaves and the Lakers are optimistic that he'll make his return to the lineup on Wednesday night in Game 5 against the Houston Rockets. He is about 4 weeks removed from a grade 2 oblique strain, but Austin Reaves has been making great progress over the last 1 to 2 weeks, progressing from one-on-ones to larger group scrimmages with no setbacks. So barring any type of max contract caliber player, and so Austin Reaves on his way back to the Lakers this week. It's a massive boost. Significant hope that he can get back into the lineup. This is someone that, of course, a massive role as a co-star with Luka Doncic on this team. He's turning into a max contract caliber player. And so Austin Reaves on his way back to the Lakers this week. It's a massive boost to this team.
I mean, it's an incalculable boost. I mean, LeBron James at his advanced age has carried them to this point where they can close it out, and now maybe he gets one of his running mates back to help finish the deal. That's tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think the other part about it is, to your point, they get to finish, and then they have this time together potentially between series, right? And so this is beneficial in terms of the variety of ways that Reaves can score. He'll bring back some shooting to the floor as well. This is a good thing for the Lakers, and now they're waiting for the big one to see if he can get returned to Luka Doncic.
That's Luka. So what? Luka, they're gonna, if they win this series, they're going to get some downtime. Oklahoma City swept their series last night. They look like an unstoppable force, but that's a different conversation. But so we're going to get Reaves back, and then we're going to get a little time. Is there real hope they're going to get Luka back too?
Austin Reaves is on the way back, but Luka Doncic still, there's no timetable. He's still out indefinitely. JJ Redick said the other day he just started doing on-court work. So anyone that knows about a hamstring injury, you just started on the court. There's still progressions for him, right? Austin Reaves over the last 2 weeks has gone from one-on-ones to 3-on-3s to 5-on-5s. Luka Doncic has not made that type of progress quite yet. So it's undetermined how much longer he'll need.
All right, I'll come back to you on Durant in a minute, but let me get Windy in here. Windman, so Reaves may be coming back, Luka further away. LeBron, for the first 3 games of this series, just ridiculous at his age, what he was able to pull off. Where do we stand right now on the Lakers going into Game 5 tomorrow night?
Yeah, so the Rockets' game plan to win Game 4 was to apply giant full-court pressure as best they could because they know the Lakers are limited in ball handling. So getting Austin Reaves back, even not at 100%, should allow some relieving of pressure. LeBron's turnovers have really, hopped up in those games in Houston. And really going forward, that's the thing for the Lakers. If you've underestimated the Lakers, you've looked pretty bad, both at the end of the regular season and in this series. So I don't think anybody should underestimate them in the next round. Having said that, if you turn the ball over against the Oklahoma City Thunder, you will get embarrassed. So the Lakers have to play a cleaner game, and that can really be helped by Austin Reaves coming back into the fold.
In a game tomorrow night that they'll be looking to close out a Rockets team that has barely had Kevin Durant in this series, what is the expectation with regard to him?
Greeny, the expectation is the Rockets will be without Kevin Durant for Game 5. He's dealing with a bone bruise on that left ankle sprain. So he missed Game 1 with a bruise to his patellar tendon in his right knee, and then sprains his left ankle in Game 2 when he returned. And so he's missed the last couple of games. And so don't know exactly how much longer he'll need, but the expectation is he'll be out here Game 5. He's dealing with stability, stiffness issues, lack of mobility in that ankle. So it's a bone bruise in that sprained ankle for Kevin
What
Durant.
a mess.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. You knew the Van Vliet thing was going to be one, and now to be without your other veteran star, leader, scorer, and presence. Woo!
Yeah.
Tough.
It's a shame. The Durant thing, Wendy, let's just sort of put it, like, I'm not ending this series now, but I kind of am.
Yes, you could.
That we can end that series. I mean, when Durant first went there was such hopefulness.
Yeah.
They looked so good last year and young and together, and he continues to play great. I mean, he had an all-NBA caliber season. It just didn't come together for them this year. So we expect the Lakers to close that out tomorrow night, Windman?
I am not assuming anything in this current NBA climate, but I will say the Lakers absolutely, looking at a team in Oklahoma City that's waiting for them, need to make sure they don't have to go back to Houston at the end of the week. And Houston is very offensively challenged right now. Just get some points on the board. You should be able to win this game.
And if OKC's already won, the Lakers win tomorrow night, Like the scheduling, what, maybe the weekend would be when they would start? Would that be the expectation? Is it that they would get to because some of these other series could wind up going 6 and 7 games.
It's May 2 to May 4, right? Is the start.
Is the start of round 2. So do the math in your own head. Here we are almost to the end of the month. Meanwhile, also tonight, the Knicks take on the Hawks in the Garden. Pivotal Game 5, tied at 2 games apiece after the Knicks played extraordinarily well in Game 4. That man, Karl Anthony Towns, was sensational. They'll look to ride that momentum to win a game tonight that would put them within a win of either team, of course, obviously within a win of closing out the series. Monica, for those of you who don't know, does the radio for the Knicks. You know that team better than anybody. What did you see in Game 4, and what do you expect to carry over to Game 5?
Karl Anthony Towns, 20-point triple-double and 3-point shooting. That was back. If you look back at Games 2 and 3, when the Knicks don't shoot the 3, well, let me slow down. It's usually not a good formula for success, and we've seen that all throughout the regular season with this group. I also think schematically, the Knicks did a little hunting of their own in the same way that Jalen Brunson had been hunted on the defensive end. They went after C.J. McCollum. But that 3-point line, Greeny, it really is sort of the elixir in a lot of both their energy and what they're able to do offensively. Having given up fourth-quarter leads and not been able to compete in the fourth quarter in Games 2 and 3, I hope that they are now on their P's and Q's and alert when they get back to the Garden at home.
This series has been such a perfect microcosm of their season.
Yeah.
Because when they're good, you look at them and you say, oh my God, this team is ready to play with anybody. And then they have these lapses in these games where you don't see it during the season. Sometimes they would have a week to 10 days where that was the case. Where do we stand in your mind right now going into Game 5 of that series, Wendy?
Karl Anthony Towns is averaging 21 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks in this series, shooting 57%. He is dominating, yet somehow is getting 2 fewer shots than he gets in the regular season. Not acceptable. You acquired Karl Towns to play in a game like this tonight, 2-2 in a series. Secondly, Jalen Brunson has not been himself in this series, but he has a history of delivering in these moments. 2 years ago, series 2-2, Pacers here, they're in New York. He goes for 44. Last year, and I think a comparable game, ahead 2-1 against Boston. The night, unfortunately, Jason Tatum gets hurt. He had 39 that night. This is a night for Jalen Brunson and Karl Towns to carry the team as cornerstones. They can do it. They have done it in the past. Obviously, there's some perimeter length from the Hawks that are bothering Brunson, but this is not an unpenetrable force. Jalen Brunson's got to deliver on Broadway. Karl Towns, rely on him. You're paying him $50 million.
We have Celtics Sixers tonight on ESPN. The overwhelming expectation is that becomes a closeout game tonight for Boston. Obviously, we'll see. But if that is indeed the case, there's more pressure on the Knicks
100%.
Not to have to play a Game 7.
100%. You want to be able to roll into Boston as healthy and refreshed as possible. I picked this to go 6 all along, Greeny. I thought that the Hawks had pieces that we've seen the Knicks struggle with in terms of the athleticism and the defense that they can apply, defensive pressure they can apply. But the thing that is supposed to be the differentiating factor is that the Knicks have a core, veteran, experienced group, and that needs to show up tonight.
What are you thinking about Shams in that series right now?
I mean, listen, if the Knicks move on here, the Celtics are assuming move on. That's going to be a bloodbath of a series, first of all, but a rematch of last year, right?
Yep.
And so this Knicks team is pretty much identical to what we saw last year. And they bested Boston even before the Jason Tatum injury. They were the better team that series. So now you see a Boston team that's retooled. How will they fare? You see their motivation. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown specifically, playing at a whole different level this year.
And I got to believe, for those of us who love the Rocky movies, you envision the guy who's working out by himself in the gym, and it's all dark, and they've got a picture up on the board, and it's Jason Tatum who wanted to come back and get a shot at the Knicks.
He's want his revenge.
Against the Knicks. I mean, that to me, Winman, becomes the storyline of that series. The Celtics looking for revenge, Tatum looking for revenge against a Knicks team that is, I think, a little deeper. They go, a little deeper, if nothing else, than the team that really was the better team in that series last year.
And the Hawks point out they can still very easily win in 6-2. So don't forget that series is not set. The Knicks got to do it.
That's exactly right. Here I am talking about a series that has not been set yet. That's the Winman setting me straight. Let's do Hitting the Mark, which is brought to you by DraftKings Sports